Maya, join the native communities of central Mexico in an ancient celebration that illuminates the heart of their town in a unique night. In the town of Ixmiquilpan, in Hidalgo state, an ancient tradition mixes native and Spanish elements during August. This celebration has been alive for over 250 years and commemorates the Lord of Jalpan, the saint of agriculture, considered by the locals as the most miraculous saint and their protector. The sanctuary of the saint's sculpture is the Church of San Miguel Arcángel, next to the town's square. People from over 150 communities in the region gather here to join the celebration. Among them, the highest honor is for the patrons or mayordomos, who are responsible for the organization of the event. This endeavor is given to a selected few, and for this big task, around 400 mayordomos participate. And there is a lot to do, because the full celebration develops from the 31st of July to the 20th of September. During this period, a cortege from each community arrives to the church every day at midday to pay respect to the saint through offerings, music, flowers, and candles. The ñañús or Otomís are the native people of this region, and the Lord of Jalpan's celebration has been impregnated by their centenary traditions. They wore their finest traditional attires, white pieces made of manta, a natural fiber, with embroideries meaningful to their culture, like dobes. All men wear black trousers, but the women wear a dress or skirt of different colors. Visiting a saint in a church is an obvious Spanish tradition, as well as women covering their heads. But the cempasúchil flower, also known as the Aztec marigold, the copal incense, and the salutation to the four cardinal points are indigenous symbolisms. Learn more about Mexican syncretism in our video about the Day of the Dead's altar. And if you want to know more about the ñañú and Ixmiquilpan, click on the notifications bell so you don't miss our coming video. Within the celebration, two dates stand out. The 7th of September, that commemorates the first Catholic procession in Ixmiquilpan after a religious war in 1946. On this day, colorful carpets of diverse materials like sand, sawdust, or flowers are displayed around the Church of San Miguel Arcángel. Typically, on this date, arcs made from flowers, seeds, paint, light, or other materials can be seen around the church. Each one belongs to a different community, and the crossing of the Lord of Jalpan beneath them represents the presence of the saint at these places and therefore his blessing. Another remarkable date is the 15th of August, when a celebration known as the Luminarias takes place. Historically, this marks the date when the Lord of Jalpan's sculpture arrived to Ixmiquilpan more than 250 years ago. The celebration starts early in the morning with a mass in the church. Then, along the day, a ñañú choir performs at the church, singing religious themes both in Spanish and in their native tongue, the Otomí. In the exterior around the church, people stop by the stands of food or handcrafts, while the communities place massive clay bases filled with long wood pieces on the church's fence, along with decorated clay plates on the wall beneath them, both hand-painted with designs chosen by the community to identify them. And when the sun goes down, the main luminaria ceremony begins. The church bells toll non-stop, and the Lord of Jalpan arrives to the San Miguel Arcángel Church in a crowded parade. Traditional attires can be seen in all directions, and the atmosphere is filled with copal, the scent of cempasúchil flowers, and the smoke of long torches. All the regions share the same embroidery style. However, for this occasion, each community wears a particular color to differentiate each other. Once everyone is in place, a speech in Ñañú, the original Otomi language, is given to thank the Lord of Jalpan. And then, the long pieces of wood in the clay bases are ignited all at once, lighting up the night. The wood burns slowly from the top to the bottom, lasting for hours and giving a great spectacle. However, it gets quite hot, so be careful and don't get too close. When the fire is consumed, the celebration ends with fireworks next to the church, including a traditional structure in Mexico called castillo or castle, which lights in sequence revealing different figures, commonly starting from the bottom and working their way up to the top. Smoke and ashes are the last remains, but everyone leaves with a deep feeling of a spiritual accomplishment that will be renewed the next year. This was a celebration of a town that lives through its faith. Bye now!